So hello everyone, in this video we will solve another LeetCode question, that is contains duplicate part 2. So we are given an integer array nums and an integer k, and we need to return true if there are two distinct indices I and j such that nums of I is equal to nums of j, as well as the absolute bit difference between these two indices is less than equal to k. So let us see this first example and try to understand the question and derive some solution out of it. So this is the first example that they have given, and the answer to that is true. Now why true? Because there are two numbers which are equal, that is nums of I is equal to nums of j, as well as the absolute difference between these two indices is less than equal to k. So 0 minus 3, the absolute is 3 itself, so it is less than equal to k. So that's why the answer 2 is true. So how we can do this question? It is very simple. We can maintain one hash map, and we can like hash the elements and inside our map. So what we'll do, we'll maintain one map and we will keep storing the elements inside the map. So let's say we have 1 here, so we will store 1 and in front of it we'll store the indice. So indice is 0. So for 2 we will store 1, for 3 we'll store 2, for now again 1 arrived, so we will check in our map if 1 is already present. Yes, so we will take the absolute difference of indices, so 0 and current index is 3, so absolute is equal to so absolute is 3, which is less than equal to k. So we will return true from here itself. Now what if there are multiple ones occurring? So we will store the last occurring element indice, because we need this absolute value to be like less than equal to k. So if we have 1 present at some index, let's say 1, and we have some at 5, and like we have some at 7, let's say. So these are the 3 indices where 1 is occurring. Let's say for example random numbers are in between. So if we store this 1, so as the index for this current one, so when we come across 7, we'll not talk about 5 obviously, because we need to have what index we need to store. So when we come across this 7, we will say 7 minus 1. Let's say our k is equal to 5. So this will be equal to 6, which is not true, which is not less than or equal to k. So we need to store the last indices which will give the best possible answer for less than equal to k. Because if we do 7 minus 5, it will be equal to 2, which is less than equal to k. So this will work. So that's why we will store the last occurring indices. So we will just keep on adding the elements inside our map and keep its last occurring indices. Whenever we find this element again, we will check with the absolute difference of its indices, and if it is less than equal to k, we will return true. Otherwise we'll keep on iterating our nums array. In the end, if we doesn't get any true, we will return false. So let us see the code now to understand in more better way. So let us define the size of nums array equal to n, and we need to create one map which will store the indices. And what we will do, we will now iterate the entire nums array and keep storing the values inside our map. So what we will check first, we need to check first that if the current value is already present in our map or not. So if mp.count of nums of I, if it is present, then we need to check this condition if the absolute value is less than equal to k or not. So if the absolute difference between the current index, what is current index? I, and what will be the last index of this element? Obviously it will be mp of nums of I, mp of nums of I. If this is less than equal to k, we will return true. Otherwise what we are doing, we are keep on storing the like last occurred indices, or in this case the current index. So in front of nums of I, we'll store I, and after doing all this thing, if we didn't return any true, then we need to return false. So let us see if this works on sample test case or not. So yeah, it works fine. Let us submit it. So yeah, our code got accepted. Hope you learned from this video. Thank you.